Um, I got bored, decided to download a new map. You know what that means? New equipment tour episode. So here we are. It's a little later than even our normal time. Uh, but we're gonna do it anyways. So, as the title said, this is a map that I have not seen hardly anybody do anything on, let alone when it came out. Um, so I see you, Caleb. I see you. We are going to do an equipment tour. This is episode 4 of the series, and this is going to be farming the map called Farming Legend Console. This map come out a long, long time ago. Never seen anyone do a thing about it. I mean, for all platforms, Farming Legend Console. That was the end of it. Never seen any Let's Plays. Never seen any map tours really. I mean, I think Mr. Sidley P might have done one, but nobody ever done anything with the map. So we gonna do one. We gonna do something with the map. Um, you're gonna see a lot of the same equipment that you normally do, but there's a few different things on here. I've put a couple of mods in here that I've never used before. Um, one in particular I can think of, and I want to show the way I set this farm up. It's not how I used to do it when this map first came out and I played it. It's completely different. So I wanted to do the equipment tour, show what I got, show why, what the series is all about, and then show how I set this up versus how I normally would have done this map. Because this map normally would have been completely different than what it is right now. So we're at the farmhouse right now. In the garage is the same pickup you always see me use, the TTHD flatbed. And we'll go around this way. This has all been flattened to make it look like this. This was not like this to start with. Um, Pickup I started using on Westbridge in the last equipment tour, or the Let's Play one. I can't remember which one I premiered this truck in. But this truck is the Hulk Plus Plus. It's the older body style. I like it a lot more. So I've got Hit on here as my semi truck. I always use the sleeper long, case red, tinted windows, type 2 stacks, matte black, accent color, type 2 bumper. Unless you see me logging, which is very, very rare, you'll see a type 2 bumper on these trucks. Now, if you see me logging, like I said, you probably won't ever do that, but if you do, it'll have a type 3 bumper. And I always do the painted color fenders to go with it, to round the truck out, to make it look the way I want it, the way I would want a truck to look in real life if I had it. No surprise here, Trex 600 forestry added to it, in case red. No surprise there. This little trailer is something you've seen in the last equipment tour, maybe the one before that. Yep, in the last 2 equipment tours, this trailer's been in it. Uh, it's becoming a favorite little trailer of mine to use. Now here's something that you've not seen in a few episodes of this series. The 7240 case combines with the floaters, the 1000 singles. I decided to bring these babies back instead of using the big John Deeres. I know I've got one of these on the Champ map, but this is the setup that I'm used to running. It's 2 7240s. Because most maps I play on are big enough to use 2. And here's something that you've not seen on any of my equipment tours. No, I didn't even have one on the Let's Play or anything on Westbridge. It's the Ideal Liner, the 79,000 liter lizard trailer. I discovered today when I swapped the silos out on Westbridge to the new silo that came out that this trailer dumps, not only is it 9,000 liters more, but it dumps a lot faster than the BSM trailer does. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the BSM 70K trailer, but this one dumps so much faster. So we got one of these instead. No real surprise here. Big brute, sorry. Wide tires, chrome rims. No surprises there. No surprises here either. Breedle, the larger Breedle spreader, wide tires, extension, and 6 meter disc. No big surprise there. Um, 18 meter horse Maestro. Not a big surprise there either. Um, we'll get to the surprises, trust me. But right now we're going through the basic stuff. Multi-filling station, which I need to use. Ah, you're fine, Caleb, man. That's perfectly fine, brother. Go get you some rest. The big Flexical. I love this cultivator too because this cultivator fast farms at 24 meters. So I love this cultivator when I'm on a map big enough to use it. This one is. Now, I'm kind of second. Okay, still got it. I'm second guessing buying this just because I don't think I'm going to need this big of a seeder on this map. But I got it anyways. Not used it yet, but we'll see. We'll use it here in a little bit and see if it's too big or not. As of right now, we've got the 100-foot Paralink code drill by Borgo on here. Now here is the horse pen, which I have not yet sold. I decided to keep it. Don't know if I'm going to use it and actually get horses or not, but as of right now, we still got the horse pen. So now, multi-selling station. You're used to seeing that. That's something you're used to. This building was already here along with the house, so I just back tractors in it. This is stuff you're used to seeing. The 240 Puma, and hit with the Michelin floaters, 3-point link in the front, all that. So that's something you're used to seeing. Amazon and horse displays in the cab. Don't do anything, but they're cool. The 380 Magnum on floaters. Again, that's something you're used to seeing. Main corn planting tractor, typically my main lime spreading tractor. Stuff you're used to seeing. The Fendt 1050 on American Duals. You've seen that several times during these equipment tours. This works out really well for doing hay collection, things of that nature, or something like doing with the brain part squirrel, a loading wagon. There we go. The squirrel found the treadmill. So yeah, that works out good for that. Got way more horsepower than it needs, but I mean, you can use it to pull that Flexicoil too. It'll pull that Flexicoil pretty good. It's got 517 horsepower. The Flexicoil says it requires 500, so no big deal there. Big Bud 16V 747. The only tractor in the game I think you should attach to the Borgo 100-foot hoe drill. If you're not using this to pull that 100-foot hoe drill, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. Get the tractor. Yes, it's big and it's cumbersome and it's an articulated tractor, but you're not going to get any tractor in game that's going to pull that thing. It's not articulated. So you might as well go over the top and go with the 1100 horsepower. This tractor struggles up hills with that thing, and it with 500 more horsepower than it needs. You're better off getting the one that's got plenty of horsepower. Here, Probably you would expect this. Two 45-foot drapers and two QS 16 or HS 16s. Pretty expected there. And the Shootmaker loading wagon. That's something you've seen a lot and you've seen in the last couple episodes and stuff. Now this is the new mod that I've never used. A hayloft. I have never used a hayloft mod like this. So we shall see how this works. I don't know how I feel about this mod yet. I've never used one there, or it in particular. So we'll see how it goes. But, you know, right now it's got a bunch of straw stored in it. So we'll see how it goes. And these Vertex design buildings, you're used to seeing them. There's two of them on here. This one and the one with the other equipment in it. This is all real common stuff you're used to seeing. The Varia, however you say that, front and rear mowers on the 1455 case, and it's got the chrome steel pipe, big wide tires with weights, stuff you're used to seeing. Again, stuff you're used to seeing. The Pottinger Tedder, the big boy. I use this on the Meat Champ map. I'm not sure I have one of these on. I don't think there's one of these on Westbridge. I'd have to go back and look at what vehicles I have, but I don't think there's one on there. This is the Vestrum, the 130, in Red Cat Red. I like that color. Plenty styled enough for what it's going to be doing. It's going to be doing hay work, just like the mowing tractor. Merge Max. I have refound my love for the Merge Max in the last little bit. So Merge Max on the map. Now here's where it's going to get a little different, other than the hayloft, which this has to do with the hayloft. With the hayloft being on here, the hayloft only stores hay and straw. You can't do silage. Well, I didn't want to go through the process of doing silage in a bunker. Plus, I sold the bunkers that were on the map already. So, I bought the roll belt from the tension pack. It's already blacked out. Put the wide tires on it. And we're going to do round bales of grass to make silage. Bale wrapper. I have discovered a love for the Dutz Far bale wrapper. So I have hit on here. I did change it to change the green on the bale wrapper. I don't know, main color, whatever it is. I don't know what the color's called. And I decided to go with yellow film or wrap or whatever you want to call it to wrap the baler in. To wrap the bales. Something bright, something's going to stand out. So, went with that. We have a Flegel auto load here. Black rim color, black main color, case red design color. Got the red stickers on the side. Is auto load holds, I can't remember how many bales, but I did decide to go with it in this case. Why am I tired already? So that is going to be our auto loader for our silage bales once we get them made and wrapped. We are doing the straws. We've already got a bunch collected. We're going to do hay and silage because we are going to do cows at some point. We're going to start prepping for them already. I don't know when we're going to buy them, but we're starting prepping for them already. As you can see, the cow pens here is what I'm showing. This is the cow pen and the horse pen are both here in New Farmer, so I just left them alone. Here is the silo. This is the new silo we got today. It's also the one I switched to on Westbridge today. That was a pain trying to haul several 100,000 liters of multiple crops to a different silo to sell the one they were in and put this in its place. But this thing is just cool looking, chrome. You got the dryer right here. Got the huge towers. There's like 5 or 6. There's like 4 of them, and then there's this big tower here. Love this silo setup. It's 800,000 liters, man. You don't even have to put extensions on it. Grant you, it's not multi-fruit. You can't put straw and all that other stuff in it. But it's huge. And I love it. We've got crops ready to harvest. I'm going to go into the pause menu. I need to turn autosave off. I forgot to do that, as I always do. And because I want to show you what I've added that you don't own from the start. So let's turn this off. Okay, when you start, you do not own any of this. You don't own that. You don't own that. You don't own that. The rest of it you do. You might own this. I don't think you do though. But normally my farm would be here. At least 2 or 3 of these fields would be gone, and there would be buildings and their places, and the farm would be based here. This time I decided to go with a similar setup to what you'd get in New Farmer. Minus I bought this and put everything here instead of starting it down in like down in this area is where it would have started at. So with that being said, I said we got crops to harvest. Come on, pull out of there before the top opens. Yeah, you don't want to open that top while you're inside that building because you won't be able to pull out. That will trap you inside the building. Click on to one of our 45-foot drapers. We may or may not run two-seaters, 2 combines this go around. This field isn't that big. It's also going to be turned into a grass field once we get the crop out of it. If I don't kill out a bunch of trees. Now, if you like doing the crash counter on my videos, then you would have loved when I brought the hay equipment to the farm because I used the World Record Edition tractor, the Valtra. Yeah, that was Crash Counter City. Because that son of a gun flies. And I was crashing it up. But that worker's going to miss stuff and he's going to be an idiot. I can already see it. Now this map is mostly worker friendly, depending on which fields you're using. There's a few fields that are not worker friendly, such as the one down there that you see. I did run workers on that. They missed a lot, and I had to go back and play cleanup. So be careful which field you run workers on, because there's 2 fields that I harvested. It would be fields 1 and 2. The workers done great. I never had to touch them. They got every single sprig. They left good straw lines. Never had to bother them. Now that field right there, though, they stink with it up. They absolutely were horrible at it. So be careful what you do there when it comes to your workers on this map. We're gonna go try to get some stuff full right now. What you may think is well, what's he doing that for? Now that tractor won't pull the Borgo equipment. You're correct. This tractor won't pull the 100-foot hoe grip. What this tractor will do is this tractor will disconnect the actual seeder from it. And it will let me take the air cart and get it filled up. See, you can see this tractor is struggling to push this thing backwards to get it out of the way. Like I said, it will pull the air cart. It will pull that. It will pull them hooked together. But you will not see using this this air cart and hoe drill and this tractor. You will have to use a bigger tractor to actually seed with it. Well, no wonder. Oops, my brain fart. Alright, that should be good. We'll fill it up with seeds while I get to pop. Cheers off. Oh, we are losing money quick. Oh, come on, man. Really? Make me back out of it. And then fertilizer. And what's even worse is we still got to buy lime. We not gonna have enough money. Oh crud, we're in negative $74. $75. Crap. Good thing we harvested. Crap, I need a big truck. Where's the semi? Come here, big boy. So now what we're gonna have to do is sell some crop. Get us back into the positive. Because that worker is draining us right now. Once we get back into positive, we're going to cheat $100,000 in. And from there, we will be able to finish filling the fertilizer and buy lime and seed fertilizer for our other seeder as well. We got the most of... Alright, we'll go sunflowers, because sunflowers sell really well. So we'll sell all of our sunflowers. We ain't got that much. I ain't that worried about keeping them either. So let's go ahead and we'll just sell all of our sunflowers and sell anything mod over here. And see what we can do. Alright, that's all of our sunflowers. You heard something kick on right then. I got a mini fridge in the game room, studio, whatever you want to call it. So that's what you heard turn on. Brakes. Now watch how quick this empties and you'll see why I got this truck. Yeah, it takes a minute for the doors to open, but once the doors open, it empties so fast. Empties enormously fast and I love it. That's why I bought this trailer, because it empties at like a rocket speed. And we've got another field I know that needs harvested. But we're going to do that one after the soybean field is done down there. That's going to be the grass field that we're going to use for our hay and our solids production. And as you can see by our money versus the amount of sunflowers we had, sunflowers pay well. Typically on any map. I thought about throwing seasons on this and doing a geo. I did change my mind on that. I do want to do something with the seasons turned on, because there is a seasons geo for the state I live in, and I would love to throw that geo on something and play around with it, see what I could do with it. But I also think seasons is extremely boring. Because there's nothing to do in seasons. If you're not in the proper window of time, then there's nothing to do, and it's very annoying to me. So, yeah, I'm not doing seasons. Like I said, I want to do seasons. We still might do seasons at some point on some map. Let's play something, don't know. But as of right now, no seasons. Okay, now let's get this closed up. And we'll drag it back around here, and then we're going to pull out the lime spreader and fill the lime spreader up, because the lime spreader's got a lot of work to do right now. It's got about 4 fields already to do. And we've still got another one to go harvest. That being field 4. Not a very big field, don't even know what's in it. But I know that there's other fields attached. There's other land attached to that. Now we need to go in and do a little landscaping right here because it didn't do it when I did it earlier. Disconnect. And you know what, let's... Okay, we can't go that way. The buying thing mod will get more. Started to backdoor cut it, but that was not how it worked. And actually, we'll swap tractors now. We're going to use the 380. I said that's going to be the typical tractor. It probably wouldn't hurt it to have a weight on the front. The line spreader does kind of squat it a little bit, but everything I never use a weight on the front of it hardly. Westbridge is the first time I've used a weight in how long? Getting out of the building here, opened up. There we go, get opened up. Come around. Get under the spout. We want lime. Now, let's see. Okay, we on field 5 as well. I forgot about that. 5, we're just going to plow under. 4 is oats. We'll get straw off that. Yeah, 5 we're not doing. 5 can get around somewhere. I'm not selling that because I need all that land. 5 can get around somewhere. We are not doing cotton. You're going to very rarely ever see me do cotton. I was doing it on the Mingen Farms Australian map when we were on it. But yeah, we'll be doing cotton. Pays well, but I really don't know if I was doing it. So yeah, no cotton. Now we are going to go to here and see if we can get a worker to spread lime like he is supposed to on this going to be our grass field here. All this other grass will grow back too, along with the grass that we plant. And that's what reason I chose this field for a grass field, is because it's got a road going all the way completely 360 degrees around it. So we can mow it and it's not going to spread anywhere. Alright, do a good job, dummy. Alright, let's find the combine that dummy is running. And we will go down and we will send it on its way in field 4. Drop the header, see if we can get through here. Oh yeah, we made it. Throw the pipe out. Come on, you can do it, combine. You got plenty of power. And we'll just dump straight out of the combine into the silo here. I'm thinking that I may use the other planter for putting the grass in because it will do grass. The corn planter, so I'll probably use it to plant the grass in that field. And we'll do corn in one of the fields down near the main road. As I said, the cotton field, yeah, that's not going to happen. We're going to take the cultivator down and get rid of that crap real quick. Would have done something with it already. We did do first harvest except for the 3 fields that we've already talked about. Field 4, field 5, and then the field is going to become a grass field. We've done all the fields except for them. Why did I go that way? And crash. Crash counter 1 on the actual video. So we actually need to go this way and go across the road here. Here is field 4. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Let's drift a little bit. Let's do a headland grass field on both ends. just because I feel like the worker would screw up if not. The workers have done too good on this map, other than the field I did sunflower did. I just do not feel like the workers would do a good job if we're gonna help them. And straw swath is turned off due to the soybeans being the last crop to the combine. I need things turned back on, but we've probably got 200,000 liters of straw in that way, and then the hay loft. So no big deal there. I ain't that worried about it. Not when we need it. We'll get to where we need it, then yeah, we'll worry about getting it in. But right now we don't need it. Anybody watching anything fun, interesting happen? Why is it? Oh, I didn't turn it on. I just lowered it. Okay. As I say, anybody have anything fun happen, anything cool happen today? Drop it down, let me know. I ordered lights for my truck last night from the fire department, and they shipped out today. Should be here tomorrow, which made me happy. Helper J has completed their task. I don't believe you for some reason. For some reason, I just don't believe that Helper J is done. If he is, I will admit I was wrong. Alright, I was wrong. He did good. Now, we are not going to send him on his way on this field, because he will screw it up. Or do not like that field. We'll take him over and send him on fields that he won't screw up. And then we'll come back through and we'll try to do something with that field with lime here in a little bit. And do your lime spreader dance. Alright. This is where our straw came from, is the two fields. Right here, this one and the one in front of us. Hire a worker. Alright. Do good, dummy. Alright, we're going to jump out and we're going to go get into the Puma. The Puma should have plenty of power for this, so we should be perfectly fine here. We're going to go up, we're going to pull out the corn planter, and we will use it to plant grass in the grass field. And once we get it planted, since grass grows back automatically, we'll just leave it grass and just let it continue to grow itself back. We'll just keep it fertilized in between harvests. Alright, got him back, get him unfolded, which you don't technically, I don't think I have to do, because it usually pops up before I even get in there, before I get it unfolded, but we'll see. Alright, there's that, pull on through, see if we can get some seeds. Yep, got seeds in the back. Fold this back up because it will hit the trees on the way down. And we'll go hit that grass field. Now the cornfield will probably be the field that the worker is lining right now. So we'll probably go to it after we do this one. Right now we need to get our grass in the ground because we have no hay, we have no grass, we have no silage. And we want to buy cows, and therefore we need silage. And the worker missed some, you dummy! So can't complain a whole hell of a lot. Does this not do grass? Apparently I was wrong, this does not do grass. Whoops, I thought it did. Apparently I was wrong. I guess we're gonna pull that Borgo out anyways. For a field that the hoe drill will take up half of the field. Yay on that one. Let's go over and see how well the worker's doing on this field, considering we need to be planting it now. Instead of the field that we was gonna do. It's soybeans that this one does. Okay, yeah, he's doing good. We got plenty of room to plant now. Because he should be able to spread faster than we can plant, so. Or we should be able to go about the same speed, so he should be able to keep far enough ahead of us we won't hit him. So we will drop it. Yeah, we want to do corn, so make sure we got corn selected. Turn it on, double tap, and go. Oh, is this not planting? Crap! Forgot we gotta harvest it. Or cultivate it. Dadgummit. Apparently I'm all over the place today. Turn this on. Where's our cultivator? Because apparently we got to cultivate. God, dadgummit. God, that's not a direct drill. I know I can get the Great Plains that is a direct drill, but it's not as big. If you're a fan of the channel, you know by now I like big equipment. I don't like using small stuff. Let's go down. You know what, let's shortcut. Don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree. Jump it. Oh, that's pitiful. That big world record fishing tractor jumped like I don't know what through there. Granted, that's how I crashed it, but I say that helper ain't finished yet. Where we got a helper at? Oh, the combine. That's where we got a helper. Drop it. Tap tap. Let's get the cultivate so we can plant our stinking corn. Dummy. On me. For not remembering that. And Helper G has completed their task. I can see him, I know he did. Don't have to doubt him. We'll just get the field done here and move into the next one. I didn't think to do this before, or I would have. Typically I like to cultivate and then do lime if I need to lime, because you can see better where you've planted and where you haven't. I mean, you can see anyways, but you can see a lot better because the white's gone where you planted. So, go ahead and get this cultivated here. Luckily, it's only going to take us about 3.5 passes because we're using this big, massive cultivator. Alright, that's perfectly fine. Okay, it's going to take about 4 to 4.5. Okay. I misjudged it. My bad. We'll probably have to move the lime spreader maybe on this at the end of this pass, maybe. I ain't sure. We'll have to see when we get down here. I don't know why that's showing up like this crop there. There's not. No, we don't have to move them right now. We will after the next pass, though, when we come down to do the final pass. And we'll actually have him wait until we get done with this to do the next field, because we're going to cultivate it first. Or the cotton field, because like I said, we're not going to do cotton. Don't miss any. Good, good, good. Swing, 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 swing. I would think this would go faster, but it only having 17 more horsepower than it needs. I can see why it's only 14, 15 on there. If you get a tractor that's got enough horsepower, you can go pretty quick. By him. Get it off. No, we cannot. Okay, jump in. Turn it on. Come on, far up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And we'll just move up here out of the way off to the side a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull him up here to the side. Hit that. And probably hire a worker to plant that field so we can be doing these other fields. Where is my tractor? There it is. I didn't want to have to try to flip through to it, and that caused me some aggravation right there. But we're good. Alright, let's go. Run, 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 run. I wish we had the Mega Run on console, it'd be so great. It's a super fast run. But it's alright that we don't. I mean, there's a lot of mods that can't come to console, and they have perfectly good reasons for it. Certain mods, they don't have any good reason that they can't come to console, and certain mods, they do. Okay, I'm in your way. I'll get out of your way, dude. Go ahead. And I'm gonna run beside you and I'm gonna race you. You are not blocked by nothing, you dummy. Plant my stupid field. Get down here and get this going so I can hopefully get out of here and stay out of his way. So he'll keep our field playing double tap, so let's pick up speed. And we are going to get this cultivated, and then we'll do the cotton field. We gotta take that combine over there and get him back to the farm and get him emptied, and I hit a tree. Great. Perfect. Wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't smack a tree with an implement at least once. Because I tend to do that. Now, worker, you better not plant this field or I will hurt you. This is not going to be a cornfield. Shoe worker. I'm not exactly decided what we're going to do in this field yet. We're not decided on my field, our planting rotation yet. But right now we got to get them cultivated so we can get them limed and get them planted once we do decide what to plant in each one of them. Come on. Yes! Didn't miss any. Now let's go down here and get this in. If you just joined, you missed the equipment tour part. If you go back and watch the videos, you'll see it always consists of equipment tours, first 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how much equipment we have and how much detail we go into on it. And then we do like an hour and a half of actual farming. So that's what we're doing right now, is the actual farming part of the video. A better title would be Equipment Tour / Let's Play, but originally this series was intended to just be an equipment tour, which, like I said, only takes 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how much equipment there is and how much detail we go into. So, and I like to stream for 2 hours most often, so that's what the videos kind of turning into farming, as well as equipment tours. That way we can get a 2-hour video in and actually spend a little time together doing a little bit of work, because I always have got something to do. To where we can actually spend time working the farm instead of just doing a tour going, okay, this is what I have on here and this is why. That is what the series was planned to be, and it was a requested series by the one and only Goham fam leader himself, the DJ, who needs to jump in here. He's not been in a video in a few days. he's not jumped in. He needs to jump in. I sent him the link, so we'll see if he jumps in or not. He wasn't active when I sent it to him, so we'll see if he gets on or not. So, field 4, right now we're not going to do anything with it. We're going to bring the combine back and kind of leave the field alone right now, leave it furrow. We don't have anything to put in it that we or anything in particular in mind for it. So yeah, right now we're not gonna do a whole lot with it. Now I'm gonna pull down here and I'm gonna cultivate the field on that the workers don't like. Primarily because it's a good field to get crop out of. It's big. It does a good job. For this field, we need to come back and finish the lineman on because the dummy messed up on it. So we will have to come back and do that before we plant it. It kind of stinks because it's the first field I've got in mind to plant with the Barger seeder. Like I said, it's really way too big, way overkill for that field. I mean, it's going to take 2 passes, if that, probably to do that field, but I mean, it's not going to be too. We'll get it done. I actually need to get that worker started spreading lime on that field, the 2 fields we just done. But I don't think, has the dummy finished planting yet? He is not, so we're going to wait till he gets done planting before we send a worker to do lime on the other field. Primarily because they'll hit each other. One will be going straight, one will be going to turn around, and they'll hit each other. And I'll go, oh, blah, 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 an object. No, you're not, you dummy. You just don't know how to drive. So, yeah, we're going to wait on that until we go helper so-and-so has finished their task. And then we will throw the worker on the next field to be limed. And we will try to figure out what we're going to do planting wise, because we need to get the lime spreader over here, finish this field, and we need to do planting on the fields that are getting ready to be limed. I really need to start running 2 lime spreaders, but the amount of liming that I typically do doesn't warrant having 2. It's the fact that I always try to lime all of my fields right from the start, so they don't need it for 3 harvests, and that causes an issue. Now, helper dummy is not finished yet, so we can't even start the lime on that other field yet. And once helper dummy gets done planting the cornfield, we will be able to get the workers started so they won't be hitting each other. Alright, helper dummy is finished. No, you have not finished. You're an idiot. Keep going. There we go. See, now you're done. Stupid. How hard was that? Alright, now the next one we'll probably do soybeans, I guess, so we can use this planter. Because I want to save the Barger for starting the first field. We're going to jump in this guy. Jump in this guy. And hopefully he don't screw up. I'm missing a bunch at the ends. We shall see. Knowing it being a worker, he's probably going to miss a lot. But we'll see, hopefully not. Now we want to flip back to our cultivating tractor. And of course we'd have to start the engine back. And we just have that combine over there we need to get. It's still sitting over full of crop that we've still not brought to the silo yet. That's the thing about these videos as soon as I start a new map, is because yeah, when I typically do my equipment tours when I start a new map, because I just get it set up. But it also, the video turns into a 2-hour let's play kind of video where I'm working the field, but at the same time, where I first start the map, there's a lot of farm work to do, cultivating, liming, planting, and all that goes into it. But this is our last field to cultivate, because we're not going to do 4 right now, we're going to leave it alone, so. Let's just take a minute and look at how nice this video looks with American Village 24-meter cultivated. That's a pretty thing right there. And I'm not even a Fendt fan. I just like this like one Fendt tractor. That's the only one you've ever seen me use. And them dummies left that stinking sunflower, I didn't know it. Well, that's one sunflower we didn't get in silo, which we sold all of our sunflowers anyways, but that's beside the point. So now when we get this right here done, we're going to take part of these up, and we're going to have to get that lime spreader back here, because we can't plant these fields back here until we get the lime spreader back here. Mainly because dummy while ago missed spots on my grass field here that we're going to plant. And we have to use the Borgo planter on it. So the Borgo will have to be left as much as possible for the time being. And if you didn't know, when I say Borgo, I mean the big boy. It's like I said during the beginning of the video, the equipment tour portion of the video. I think that seeder might be too big, but we shall see. It probably is. We'll probably end up dropping it down to the Amazon 15-meter seeder. But as of right now, we're going to run the Borgo and see how it works. Get this cultivator back in right here where we keep it. And drop it. Work our way around here. We'll probably put the combine next just because it's something for us to do while the dummies is running. You just joined in. We do have the Big Bud 747, the big 1100 horsepower Big Bud to pull the Borgo 100-foot hoe drill. And as I said earlier, I highly suggest, if you're going to run the 100-foot Borgo air cart and Paralink hoe drill, I highly suggest that you use the 747 Big Bud. It is true that the Case Steiger has enough horsepower to pull it. The Case Quadtrac has enough horsepower to pull it. The 9RX has enough horsepower. And the two large frame New Hollands have enough horsepower to pull it. But at the same time, all those tractors have 600 and so horsepower. Steiger and the Quadtrac 620 models on both of those have 692. The 9RX is like 672, I believe, somewhere in that range. The New Hollands, I'm not sure. I've not used them in a while. But I can tell you right now that all those tractors will have problems with the Big Borgo seeder, because the 1100 horsepower Big Bud has problems with that seeder. It even struggles up hills with that seeder. So I mean, you're gonna have trouble with any tractor. The thing's just too big. Now I absolutely love the thing because I love running huge farms. I mean, growing up in America and running, traveling across America, seeing huge farms out in the Midwest and everything else. I mean, they're running some big boys. So you're definitely gonna want to run the big tractor on it. This field is small enough we might do it on our own. Now we will have to do our own linemen to cover that one field. And we're definitely going to have to help the workers on the big field. So we're definitely going to have to do some work here to get these fields caught up where they need to be. Oh, I didn't catch the tree. Thank God. We didn't hit the tree a second time. Ha 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 ha. No crash counter on that. Like I said, if you like my doing the crash counters, you would have loved when I had the world record tractor out pulling the grass work equipment to the farm, because that was a lot of crash countering. I rolled the tractor over. I jumped it into trees. I mean, it was bad. That tractor, if you could have real damage on them, yeah, it wouldn't have survived one trip probably to the store and back. Now right here, this is probably going to hit the tree. Oh no, it turned tight enough. We're good. Now, see, like I said, this field's small enough we could do it by ourselves, and it ain't took us 5 minutes probably. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to switch to the tractor with the corn planter, and we're going to put in soybeans, if I can find the correct. There we go. So we're going to get this done, get this started, and do soybeans in this field. I like soybeans because they are basically what DJ calls them, mini beans. If you want a good crop that's going to give you a lot of money quick, then your best bet, in my opinion, is going to be soybeans or sunflowers. Both typically pay really, really well. So if you can get a crop in of one of those two or both of them, you're going to have plenty of money. So what we're going to do is we're going to get over here and get the liming done on the field that the worker missed lime on. And we're just going to go dump that. I forgot all about that. Whoops. Anyways, we'll hire a worker on the big field. He'll screw it up, but we'll hire one anyways. And get that dumped, and when we'll take over and fix his dumminess. If that wasn't a save, I don't know what would be. I'm not saying unfolding that helped, but it might have just a little bit. I'm just gonna pull right here and hire the worker, because he's gonna turn and go all cattywampus on us anyways. So, who is helper I? Ain't no helper I finished their task. Here you go, huge long pipe. So we're ready to park this once this empties out. At that point, we will drag the big Borgo out with the big bud and see if we can see how well it's going to work on here. Like I said, we may end up trading it in for the Amazon 15 meter instead of the 100 foot 30 meter seeder, just because. Oh god, sorry. Just because I think the Borgo might be too big. If it is, then we'll probably be selling the big bud along with it if we sell it, just because I really have no purpose for the big bud other than the Borgos here. That was 100% the reason for buying the big bud to start with. Was for the sake of earning the Borgo seeder. Oh, I'm not gonna hiccup. What in the world is wrong with me? Now, this is one of the downsides to the big bird, or the big bud. Of course, the one time I need to say big bud, I say big bud, is it's slow. It is a 19-mile-an-hour tractor. But at the same time, I mean, you're talking a tractor that's made with, it's built with torque. It's not made for, this is not made to be a fast tractor. This is made to be a torquey tractor that can pull a lot of weight. Look, you can look it up on YouTube. This was a real tractor. There is videos on YouTube of this tractor in real life working in a farm in the Midwest US. So, I mean, oh, don't do me this way now. Come on. I love the cedar, but backing down around on a hill like this, the back end decides to just roll down on me. If I can just get close enough that it gives me the trigger, and I already broke it. Crap. Got it. Just wanted to get the trigger, that's all I wanted. You have to swing very, very wide pulling this cedar. Find anything. If you don't, you will hit stuff and it will not end pretty. Especially when you catch the air cart on something instead of the cedar. The cedar you can back up. The air cart, you ain't gonna back it up. Unless you are a very, very good backer. I drive an 80-foot tractor trailer for a living. I still can't back a trailer that's got a front swivel axle. So, if you can back it, you're doing better than me. Let's get this big boy unfolded, and we're gonna way overlap right here. Okay, maybe not. Oh, okay, yeah, we're way overlapping, but I don't care. We're gonna drop it. We're gonna switch it to grass. We're gonna turn it on. Drop it, double tap it, because it will fast farm. That's one beauty of the Barger equipment, is it all will fast farm. Okay, this is working. I mean, it's overkill because it's way too big, but it's working. It kind of reminds me of a saying in the Forest Service. That saying being, big fire, big water, small fire, big water puts it out faster. Well, you could change that for farming and say, big field, big cedar, small field, big cedar plants it faster. So, I mean, that's kind of corny and all that, but it's true. The bigger cedar you run, the faster you'll get the planting done. It's wide enough and we miss that one little chunk. Okay, we'll turn around and go get it. Let's see, swing. We're probably gonna do barley in that field, just to be honest. And I am tearing this all to pieces. Now let's get the little spot that we missed. Now, word from the wise here. Start easing forward. If you try to fold this up without moving forward, it will go absolutely ape poop nuts. So I highly tell you, make sure you're moving before you start folding this up. So what we're going to do now is we'll see what dummies we had working. Okay, field 1, we had a dummy down here. He looks like he did good for the most part. We're going to jump in, we're going to turn around, go to the end of the field because it does look like he missed some down there, according to the main pause menu. Yeah, I'd say he probably did because there's a tree down there. And workers don't like to work around trees. Go ahead and drop it. It shouldn't slow me down that bad. Yep, he missed some. And turn it on. get this spot that he missed. Okay, that's growing already. Oh my goodness. Only half of it's growing for some reason though. Alright, we're done with this cedar now, and believe it or not, the Borgo has to come plant the smallest field that we've got, or second smallest field that we've got, because I want to do wheat in it. This cedar will not do wheat. We're going to have to use the big Borgo for it. And we may take the main road back out to get to the other field. And we'll just sit over there with him, because I'm going to have to lime it myself, because the workers screwed it up. Because the worker doesn't know his butt from a hole in the ground on that field, and I guarantee you he probably didn't even do half of it. As I said, workers stink. So we're gonna have to do work for the worker once we get done with the big bud. Let's see, where is our big bud? Oh, let's kick over to him, see how much he's done. He might have done a good job. We're gonna click into the menu here and see how well he done. According to that, he did good, but it may not have needed lime to start with. We don't need to be moving. Apparently, we're gonna finish liming this first. I didn't intend to do this. I actually intended to go plant with the big bud, but I want to see how much poor dummy here missed. Okay, yeah, he missed a lot. I figured he did. Let's go ahead and turn it back on. Oh, this is kind of boring in a way, I know. You know, watching somebody spread lime on a field, but it has to be done because dummy screwed it up and didn't do it all. And there's a corner over there that he missed too. I 100% guarantee it. I put two combines on this field, and they still missed a lot. They ran into each other. They missed a lot of crop. I wound up having to come through and clean a bunch up. So yeah. I mean, I suggest this map. I mean, it's a good one that's got very little time, very little attention given to it, and it was really well done. But I also highly suggest that you watch your workers. Some fields they'll do good and some they won't. Which the workers, I mean, if you play Farming Simulator for 20 minutes and hire workers, you know, they're idiots. So. Let's see, it'll take us a couple passes to finish this. Then we're going to run around to the other part that he missed and get it. And then we should be able to go and do our big bud seeding in the itty bitty field. So let's get over here and see exactly how much he missed. He missed quite a bit, but at the same time he didn't miss a whole lot on this side. What's real bad is I crap about the workers missing stuff, and then when I go to cover up what they missed, I miss stuff. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, you might say I'm wasting lime here, but I wasn't going to buy anything mod, so. You know, I'm not above cheating. If I had a PC, oh ho ho. my gameplay wouldn't be half as realistic as it is now if I had a PC. I would have all kinds of unrealistic stuff. Just to be honest with you, I'd probably hit DJ up and get him to send me his mod folder. At least the mods that he could let me make videos with. The ones that he has permission for me to he would have permission for me to use it in videos. I'd probably have the others too, I just wouldn't make videos with them. I'd try to keep them separate. Alright, we are done liming. Right, let's go back to the main yard with this. We'll put it up. And we'll take Big Bud down and we will plant, not to fertilize, I was thinking about the field already growing down there. And we will get the little itty bitty baby field planted. That will take like a pass and a half to do. If we could turn around down there, that is. And then we shall be waiting on fields to grow. Now we might speed time and plant growth both up for that purpose. Because we are nowhere near our 2-hour window that we normally shoot for. So, we may speed time and plant growth up just so we can get to our fertilizing stage. And grass usually grow pretty quick, so we might even get all our grass. Our tractor's all lined back up here. Fire Big Bud back up. Now, if I was using a worker, I actually wouldn't need the. I skipped through too much crud. Actually, we have another field to plant. Actually, we got the field down there that dummy messed up. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, it's Brain Fart Squirrel City tonight. I don't suggest trying this. This is not smart. With something this big, trying to weave through trees and all that jazz. Not exactly the smartest thing in the world to do, but I did it anyways. And we should be good on this. It shouldn't hit nothing right here. Didn't hit nothing. We'll back up a little bit so that hopefully when this thing comes out it don't get into the field too much. Alright, good. Drop it down, turn it on, double tap, and we should be able to be planting wheat here. Yep, we are planting wheat. Yeah, see, it's going to take like a pass and a half. This field ain't hardly 200 foot wide, so yeah, we got plenty of cedar for the field. See, we're swinging plumb out into the road. I was just gonna take 2 passes. I was gonna take almost two full width passes. Okay, maybe it is close to 200 feet wide. Alright, no big deal. No big deal, we got this. We're running the big boy. Alright, now here's where it's gonna get fun. Turn it off, lift it. Hit the fold button. Okay, now we gotta start moving forward. Go, 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 go. Before it starts going crazy. As you can see, I mean, this is pulling this thing uphill as it's folding up. And you can see how much of a struggle it's having. So, I mean, you can tell it's not, even with 1100 horsepower, it's hard to move this cedar around. So we're going to switch to barley because I said that's what we're going to do in this one field down here. This field will probably take us 5-10 minutes to do at least. It's going to take us a few minutes. It ain't going to be as quick as that one. It ain't going to be 2 passes and be done, that's for sure. It'll take several, but we'll get it. We will certainly get it. we are at least using the biggest cedar that we could. And okay, we didn't hit. I was sure that the air cart was going to hit right there, but we got lucky and it didn't. We could have been hurting there. I'm gonna get this thing unfolded without hitting the tree, hopefully. Gonna turn it. Hopefully without causing too much issue in the back here, which it's already doing a little bit of. Yep, we made it spaz. I kinda seen that coming. Alright, let's drop it, turn it on, double tap it, because I know what's fixing to happen. We can hit the field. You get the spot. Yes, got it. Alright, see, this is going to take us more than a couple minutes. This is a decent sized field. But it's also the biggest one that we own, I'm pretty sure. So let's see if we can get her swung around here. And just keep right on trucking. Yeah, see, it's going to take 4 or 5 passes up and down. But it won't be bad. We'll knock it out in just a few minutes. So. Whoever's watching wants to drop a comment down, say hey. Please do. Let me know you're in here. I know it's late, but it's been a busy day. Looks like this has been a busy day in game. Another, we'll see, this pass, and don't think we'll knock that out with one more pass. It may take us another half a hit or less to get that completely done. I mean, I overlap, but I just don't want to miss anything. It's the best I can help from it. Don't want to look like a dummy worker and miss stuff. Yeah, it's going to take us at least another half a hit after this. And then hopefully we can get some crops growing to where we can fertilize. Pull out old Big Brute. Won't even build him up yet. Get in and swing. If you just joined, first 15 minutes, 20 minutes of it was equipment tour, showing off the equipment on the map, how I had it, the main farmyard laid out. And since we've been liming, cultivating, and planting. I have talked extensively in this video as well as other videos about how important to me that it is to use this tractor with this seeder. Because it is the only thing in the game strong enough to pull it, in my opinion. Everything else, albeit having over 600 horsepower, to me it's not going to be stout enough. Because this tractor struggles with this seeder. My best advice is, if you're going to pull the 100-foot Paralink tow drill from the Barger DLC, get the big butt 747. It's going to be your best bet. I was talking in the last stream that we had just hit 50. 50 subs, CT subs when we done that stream. Hit them that day. And I spoke extensively on how happy and excited that made me. You guys really don't know how much it does mean to a lot of us. that are making these videos, when you do sub and you do jump in on videos and comment and like, it really does mean a lot to most all of us that do this. And I'm sure there's some people out there that really don't care, but I know there's a lot of us that it means the world to when you like and sub, and comment on videos. So I like interacting. I like having y'all comment on live streams, or I can chat back with you. I enjoy that. I really do. Yeah, because this is tight. Now that's a tight little fit right there. Now let's go in and let's check on what we have grown, if anything enough to fertilize. Yeah, okay, that's not grown enough. I still gotta get this grown. That's not done. That's not even gonna show up. And these two were freshly planted. This one we're not gonna worry about right now because this field's so itty bitty that we don't even get enough off of it for it to matter. It just has to stay because these two are linked with it. I also explained at the beginning that this is where I set everything up at because the cow pen was here, the horse pen was here, and the farmhouse was here, and the shed that's right here where the tractors are at. That was all there to start with, even though your main starting point is down here. Apparently we own 3 too. Didn't even know that. We can worry about it. It's too small to bother with. Normally I would tear up these fields and make the farm back here. I used to have a humongous farm set up on this map a long time ago that was taking up this whole area here. Not now. Now we're going to run this. So what we need to do now is we're going to need to go in. I am going to turn our plant growth up too fast and speed our time up a little bit. We're going to get Big Bud and get Big Brute rather, and get him full. Because without the Big Brute, we ain't going to be able to fertilize. As many of you that watch the channel know, this is my favorite fertilize machine here. The one and only Big Brute. I do use the Hardy Rubicon. I will use it, but Big Brute is primarily my favorite. It's the one you're going to see me use the most. That is partly due to the fact that it is a real implement from the Welker's farm in Shelby, Montana. So, check their channel out. They got a good channel, really good channel. Let's just stuff grow out of dark. It's gonna start getting dark pretty quick. You know, we're gonna hit the sleep trigger before it even gets to the point of growing enough. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna jump, not what I wanted, we're gonna jump over to the house. It's already 7:30, so what we're gonna do is kick to this, change plant growth to slow, and take us about a 12-hour nap. And hopefully when we wake up, everything will be in its first growth stage where we can fertilize it. Alright, let's check out where we're at on our plant growth. Alright, looks like we should be able to fertilize everything. So we're going to go and we're going to turn the plant growth back to normal. We'll go in and find Big Brute down here. jump in him. Yeah, everything looks good. Turn him on. And we're going to start spraying. Now, I'm hoping it will let me spray that part there that's grown more than this. For some reason it grew at a different rate. I've not yet figured that one out. But hopefully we will be able to spray that part as well. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields to do. We have to do our grass field as well. Because we definitely need to get it fertilized yet so it will grow good for us. Because we need that grass to be used for hay and silage in preparation for cows. Because I do want to buy cows and actually continue this map a little bit. It's been a long time since I played it. And like I said earlier in the video, this is a map that didn't get a lot of love when it came out. Nobody played this map, nobody done anything with it. So this map didn't get no love, so this map needs some love. I mean, it's been out for months and months and months and months and months, but like I said, this map needs loved on. So we're gonna love on it a little bit. Next video probably will be on this map. It will be a let's play on this map. Just because, like I said, this map didn't get this map come out, and when I downloaded it and played it, and I was like, this map's amazing, and it got no love. Like I said, there might have been a couple of map tours, maybe a couple, you know, some news videos mentioned it coming out, but you know, there was no love given to this map. Not that I seen. I saw absolutely nobody doing let's plays on this. Nobody that I watched or knew about did a let's play on this map, or of any kind. And at the time, I wasn't doing videos, so I didn't do one. But you know, I've started the equipment tour series where I'm going through picking different maps, doing tours of how I set the farms up on them. And so I've decided we're going to go ahead and we'll do a little let's play series on this map, show this map some love that it never got. So that's probably the plan's going to be. The next video is going to be on here. Going to show off, you know, ways you can farm this map, raise cows on it. Probably do our standard cow setup. Typically, I do 5 and 5. I do 5 black Angus, which is black cows on here on non-season, and then 5 black and white, which is Holsteins. That's typically the cow setup that I run. Now on Westbridge Hills, I did 14-14 because I used the Wilson Silver Star and hauled them myself. This one we might not. We might do 24 and 24, or do 14, 12 and 12. That's what I done. I done 12 and 12. I didn't do 14 and 14. What was I thinking? And we might do 13 and 13. We might do 15 and 15. Do 30 cows. I don't know yet. We'll see it whenever we go to buy cows, which will probably may not be this episode. Probably won't be. It'll probably be after I've played it a little bit off screen and got the hay and the silage amounts built up. Because right now we have none of either. All we have is what straw is in the hay loft. So cows won't be for a little bit probably. Okay, this field's fully fertilized. I seen that pause menu and didn't even think about it. I've got the hiccups for some reason. So what we're going to do is we'll go over and we'll see if we can get our grass field. Get our grass field fully fertilized. I don't think it is yet. There might be a place or two like that is, but it's not fully fertilized yet. So we should be able to go in and fully fertilize the grass field with this fertilizer running. Okay, yeah, that's not fully fertilized. I can tell by looking at it, there's no way. That big brute get opened up here. I always usually put that last hinge on the edge of the field. That's quite a little bit of overlap, just to be honest, but to me that's the best way to do it. It gives you the best run of not missing anything on the edges. Just something I do not want nor like to do. I don't play realistic. I don't claim that I do, but when I do anything, I intend to do it 100%. Whether it's harvesting, planting, fertilizing, whatever, I intend to get every square inch of the field. That's just a personal, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right kind of thing. And if you don't, that's fine. That's your play style. Everybody's got their own play style. Mine is to overlap and get every square inch. Like I said, that's just my play style. So we won't even shut it off. We'll just keep it on rolling straight through. You might say, well, that's a waste of a little bit of fertilizer. I don't care. Let's just be honest. So we're gonna keep right on a trucking right along right here, doing the field that the workers hate. Believe me, the workers do hate this field. They hate it very, very much. Cried, it grew on us. Is that fertilizing? Yeah, it's fertilizing. Okay. I couldn't see if it's fertilizing. I was like, oh, crud. But it's fertilizing. It's not doing it on the one part of the arm because I fertilized it before that growth stage kicked in. But hey, on the plus side, we might get a mow now once we get this field done. This field probably wouldn't be a bad idea to run the Hardy on, just because it's an extra like 10 meters maybe of width, something like that. But it's okay. We'll get her done. So wing it and take her off back down the field. Now once we get this field done and we go to take the big brute back to the farm, we will stop and jump out in the grass field and see if it's done or not. If it is, then we will probably go ahead and get our first run of silage bales out of it. I don't have a place to put them though. Did not think of that. Don't know where we'll put my silage bales yet. Need to figure that one out. Because typically I use a very big crop storage building for that. But I don't have anywhere to put that huge building at. I'm not going to destroy a field like this for it after I've just planted and fertilized it. So we'll have to look around, see what we can do about finding a place to put the building, because I want to put it close to the farm where we can get in and out easy and not have to go forever and a day to do our food mixing. we should do for long. Grass usually grows back quick. It don't take nearly as long for grass to grow. Okay, that looks full. It has a worker. Ouch. Let's see. Big group back over here. I love that silo. I think it's so cool. There's the hayloft, which I explained in the first few minutes of the video. It's something that I've never used before. I've never used a hayloft, anything like that. So that's a new one for me. We're going to see how it works. I don't know how it's going to work. Like I said, I've never used one, so I don't know anything about it. But we shall see how well it will work. Alright, now, I'll slide my other earphone on here to see if I can release my headset being on one ear was bothering me. Let's go over here out of the way. Squirrel! Alright, now let's go look at our sheds here and see if we can find one that will allow us to do what I want to do with it. That's a good one right there. Those are not. These are really good for it, but they're really, really big. This is the one I typically use, but as you can tell, it's a little bit big. Which, I mean, we could put it here and still work with it if it would let us put it there. But it's just not gonna... It's gonna make us do it way out here. We won't be able to do nothing there. There is another building that I want to look at. I've not used, I don't think, really before. I just don't know how well this building will work with its height. Its width is just not really big. So let's go look at the curved steel buildings. This is one that I have used before for this purpose. They do work pretty well. Let's see about sticking him. Can I stick him right here? About right in there. That's gonna be tight though, with our buy anything mod being there. I do have an idea. Oh, I just got an idea. Oh, I just got an idea. Oh, I just got an idea. This actually might work. Let's see if we can turn it sideways and bring it over here to the edge. Let's see how well this works. Let's turn him sideways here. Okay, yeah, this works. Bam. Alright, let's get in here and let's do some finishing work. You could call it. Oh, horse poopy now. I know I can work on this. There we go. Get that straightened out there. Alright, now come in and let's do some painting. We're in the silo. It won't let us paint when we're in the silo. Alright, come in right here now and make sure we got a full width. We're in a silo again. There we go, there's that. Come here, come around to the building. And then we'll go right up through here like this. In actuality, we can just go ahead and we can do this if we want to. Just get rid of this grass right here. And just be done with that. Because that's going to be in our way anyways. And believe it or not, you can actually paint on the inside of these buildings. Boom. Matching ground. And you can do that as well. You can paint inside. You can paint where the food goes for the cows. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay, there we go. All good there. Now we got a place for our silage bales. So we need to go down. And actually, we don't even need to do that. We can actually go to here. Come all the way down to grass. Kick it over to growth. And you'll see that it is not ready. Come back. Cut our grass back off. And go back to growth. So we ain't ready to do our grass yet. Unfortunately, I was hoping we would. Well, let's jump in the pickup for a minute here. We will have to also buy food mixer, slurry tank, regular tanker, unless we do a missing feed. Just got one that does everything. And all of that stuff to do. See, this is just showing up and growing. It's the same thing as that is. Now what we can do is we can go in and turn our time scale to 120. Crop growth to fast, which is going to affect all of our crops even though I don't want it to. And see if we can get our grass to grow quicker. It'll probably be late this day in game, maybe next day in game, before we actually get to do anything with it. But we'll see. We'll see how fast it grows for us. Hopefully it'll grow quick. If it does, we'll be able to get something done. As of right now, it doesn't look like the grass is growing at all. We've already fast forwarded a couple hours in game as well and still not done, so we'll see how well this works. Grow, little grass, grow! It is not wanting to grow very quick. We've already went through a few hours in game, it's still not grown. Hopefully it'll get grown up for us. Come on. You can do it. Grow. Yeah, we're trying. It ain't wanting to grow. That right there is already partly ready, almost ready to be in its first harvest state. That grass is just not growing. That's what's unusual, is grass usually grows really quickly, not slowly. So we shall see about that. Back in. No, since the grass doesn't want to cooperate with us and nothing else is ready yet either, guess what we will do is we will call it for the night at that. Next video will probably be on this map as well. Now it may or may not be the harvest of the crops that we planted in this video. Like I said, when I do these videos, it's a map that I'm playing on. So it also gets played off screen. So it may not be a harvest. It may be another plant. It may be a harvest of another set of crops other than these. So we'll see what happens there. But if you jumped in, thank you. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Like the video. It will go. As soon as the video's over, it will begin to process. It will go up as a actual video. Um, so you can share it with people. Get it out there if you like what I do, so other people can see. Um, but that's going to be it. So thank you. Appreciate you coming in, viewing the video, and we will see you later. Bye.